You write about this experience where you hitchhiked in the city and you got picked up by a truck driver.
Yeah.
And I'm going, there is no fucking way Andy Cohen is going around hitchhiking. First of all, hitchhiking, who's fucking hitchhiking? You don't have a driver?
I was not hitchhiking. I was standing trying to get a cab and no one was coming. And this truck driver goes, "Where are you going?" And I told him and he picked me up and I got in the car.
And you got in.
Of course I did. I
don't
needed the
believe
ride.
that.
And then like 5 days later, there were no Ubers in sight. It was 1 a.m. and I'm standing there looking for a cab. And this couple pulls over and they go, "Are you Andy Cohen?" I go, "Yeah." They go, "Where are you going?" I said, 23rd between 7th and 6th. They said, "We'll take you." And I said, "Great. I'll take selfies for a ride when I can't get a cab."
You are out of your mind.
Why?
Andy.
Yeah.
You're working your ass off.
Yeah.
You're doing a radio show. You're doing the show at night.
Right.
You're running the Bravo thing with Real Housewives. Treat yourself.
Okay.
Live a little.
All right.
Okay. I mean, where does this come from?
I take the subway to Sirius. It's the quickest way to get to Sirius.
What?
Yes.
What happens when you go down to the subway? Do
Nothing.
people...
I get on the subway.
You're highly recommended. Do you wear it a disguise or something?
Listen, I drop my kid off at school. I want to get here. I go to Toasties to get my breakfast. I have shit that I need to do.
I know about your upbringing in St. Louis.
Okay.
And your mother was very, very focused on keeping you grounded. She took you to the Juvenile Delinquent Center so that you would know that you're privileged.
Yes.
And this makes sense to me.
You know that.
I do know that about you. And in a way, I think you're trying to prove to your mother, look how grounded I am.
I'm not trying to prove to anyone. I'm trying to get to Sirius in the quickest amount of time. By the way, after 9/11, I used to take the subway all the time. After 9/11, I started taking cabs to Midtown to get to Bravo because I didn't want to be underground. And the truth of the matter, and finally I folded years later because I was like, the truth of the matter is, during rush hour, the quickest way into Midtown is on the train.
What do you do when you're down in the subway?
Yeah.
And one of these maniacs starts acting out?
There was a time, actually, I think it's in the book, where Amy Sedaris and I were going to the Polo Bar for dinner. And I said, let's take the E train. And we took the train. And I said, what could happen? She was like, it was around the time where people were starting to go back in the subways again after the latest COVID or whatever. And I said, what could happen? And we went down there and there was a man doing all sorts of shit. And she was like, this is how we're going to meet our end because you wanted to take the subway to the Polo Bar.